Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Radhe. Today we have a special class again. Gauravani is on holiday, I think. At least he's not able to give class. So we quite spontaneously with Gurudev said, well, we should have some sharing about Vilapa Kusumanjali, and Chaitanya Prem is there too, and so and what's most beautiful is that the monsoon is here today. So it started raining 30 minutes ago, and it's like sheets and walls of water. So it's very special ambiance. It's kind of cooling, still warm. The door is open, and lots of water. So refreshing. Gurudev suggested that we should read together verse 7 of Vilapa Kusumanjali. It's a very special verse. It's a very important verse, which if you've been following, you probably know we've read before, but it's always new and always fresh. Raghunath Das Goswami is, of course, one of the closest, most intimate associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He spent most of the late life of Mahaprabhu with Mahaprabhu in Puri, on the coast, southeast coast of India, south of Kolkata. And he stayed there, assisting and studying with Mahaprabhu until Mahaprabhu left his body. And then he went back to Vrindavan, where he spent the rest of his days in very intense practice. Vilapa Kusumanjali, which means literally a bouquet of lamentations, is a prayer written in how many verses? 107 verses. Or if you go to a shop and buy the short version. The last thing I was going to say before I started reading was what's so special about the title of the prayer, A Bouquet of Lamentations. What's very strange title, if we think about it. Lamentations are sad. They're about something missing, something we're longing for. And yet a bouquet of flowers at least, is always very beautiful, that we can relish. So the hidden mystery behind this prayer is that we have a beautiful bouquet of longing prayers, 107 of them, for being close to Radharani, being in her service. In some way we can look for and find the beauty in this longing and make out of it a beautiful bouquet of relishable flowers. So the insight in all the poems is not that longing for union with, or longing for service with Radharani is sad and bitter and painful, but rather that longing is a kind of pleasure. Longing in material consciousness is always painful. But if we find ourselves in spiritual consciousness, if we find our way to our spiritual identity, our svarup, then this longing will be a positive one, a happy one, a giving one. There. And now some special guests coming. Radhe Radhe. Radhe, how are you today? Nice, Radhe. How are you, my dear?
I'm good, how are you?
Somebody. Radhe. Hi. You're just in time.
Yeah.
Yes. Vilapa Kusumanjali. A bouquet of lamentations.
What is it? 81.
81.
What you are?
7. As you like.
No, I don't know. 7. It's what? 7.
It's about
Radhe Radhe, Ayush and Anya.
Radhe
Nice
Radhe,
to see you with Dadu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh Swamini, my mistress Radhe. The heart of this maidservant constantly burns in a great fire of separation from you. Being thus afflicted and crying with great love, I lament here in the following verses. O Swamini, my mistress Radhe, the heart of this maidservant, Tulasi Manjari, Raghunath Goswami in Manjari consciousness, the heart of this maidservant constantly burns in a great fire of separation from being thus afflicted and crying with great love, I lament here in the following verses. But still the beginning verses, and Raghunath is explaining what's going on, really. Saying, when I'm in Manjari form, I want only to have your service, serve you, and serve your desire to be with your lover, Mohan. And this emotion in my heart is a kind of burning fire of separation. The key emotion of body, that we burn for unity.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. By Uddhava, this was immediately something like what the Thakur saying, what you do in the state of practice, it will make the state of perfection. So these verses are already state of practice, state of perfection. But he's saying I always manage separation. So this was the state of sadhana before he got the direct service. And now he has perfection and has his direct service, and he still laments of separation. He gets this service, and the vision vanishes, and he laments again. So what we do in our practice is to make fruits.
Radhe Radhe, sorry to interrupt the mic. We cannot hear clearly. I'm so sorry to interrupt again.
Cannot hear at all. This is heavily distorted.
Yeah, we could not hear at
Battery
all.
low.
Perhaps it's the battery still. Is this mic still the battery full? Or I don't know what happened. I'm so sorry.
Please check battery of speaker. Maybe battery of speaker. Is this enough charge of battery of speaker?
This round thing, it has to be loaded every day.
Yes, it was
So
loaded.
US medic.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
Can you check the battery level on this speaker? It was plugged in when I arrived.
Radhe, Radhe. Why not talking? Radhe.
Now it's good. I think now it's good again.
Can I close up them?
Yeah. This. But
After I close.
O Swamini, my mistress Radhe, the heart of this maidservant constantly burns in a great fire of separation from you. Being thus afflicted and crying with great love, I lament here in the following verses.
Listening? Hello?
You hear us?
Yes.
yes, very good.
Super.
Very clear.
Which verse is it?
This is Vilapa Kusumanjali, verse 7.
Wow.
So before I got the impression, because here is word constantly, always, Raghunathas using. So this means already in his sadhak deha, he was meditating in separation. And now this meditation, this sadhan made fruits because he achieved direct service of Radharani. And even if he got direct service, he's still lamenting when these visions of direct service disappears, that he get the opportunity to serve again. But before he was meditating even to achieve this. And Gurudev was adding this is possible only with connection, intimate relationship.
This is like a drug. You know, one who is depending on a drug. When he get it, then he is happy, but in the next moment, he need more. And the same is if we have to realize our spiritual form and Radharani's form. We cannot live without this. So we are like this, in that condition.
Right.
That is like dying. For that moment we are waiting, to become like but not in the material, right? It's a drug. We cannot live without it. Is it a good drug or bad drug? I think it's not so bad. It's very good. We are working on this. That's bad.
Every drug is bad.
I don't think any
You think it's bad, huh?
Your parents say, don't use any drug, and then we're all drug here. You come in drug environment, but the parents say, don't use drugs.
Even the medications, they call it drugstore. So even the medication is not a good drug. I don't think. Like I prefer to use least medication, but until and unless it is very necessary, I don't take any medication.
Ask your dad if he's addicted.
It's better to not go in medication that drug, go in this drug that is make a real connection with divine. Medication drug will not bring us.
100%.
That is slowly is a painful and disturbing the body. But this drug will not disturb it. It will increase some divine. This morning we read about this Gurudev, right? The crystallizing of the body. Kali jayenge. This time it's 6, huh? 6. Evening.
Morning, evening.
Evening.
मैं अब जाऊं घर
वो
वो तो उधर फ्री हो गया
तो आइए सुबह इन लोगों को समोसा खिलवाओ यार
बाइक नहीं
ले आओ
बाइक नहीं है बाइक लाओ
बढ़िया खिलाओ
राजभोग
समोसा राजभोग मीठा नहीं खाते हैं ना बेकार की बात मत करो जो नहीं खाते हैं क्यों खिलाओगे
अच्छी चीज है हाँ यही
लस्सी या समोसा
है लस्सी और समोसा
कितने का आता है?
समोसा है 15 20 25 को देगा तो देगा महंगा को तो राम को
अच्छा, तो you like लस्सी? 3 लस्सी ले आओ
3 लस्सी
और 8-10 समोसा ले आओ,
10 समोसे ले 3 लस्सी ले
चटनी मीठा खट्टा दो
1 2 3 और किसान जी 4 लस्सी 3
हम सब पीते हैं।
हमने भी
This is good.
Oh, no, it's very good. Very good.
Go on.
Explanation by Anantadas Babaji. In the first 3 verses, Srila Raghunathas Goswami offered prayers in his spiritual identity.
What is a spiritual identity? Because all are seeking and for them also asking. What is the spiritual? What is material identity?
Material identity is the body. Spiritual, that I am Ayush. Spiritual identity is that I am the soul. And I am the part and parcel of Krishna, of the Supreme.
Wow.
Do you think that material life is, as we said, the body and what you give recognition as your name, and the spiritual identity is your nature and who you really are from within?
We need no explanations here.
Good man.
Very nice.
And a spiritual identity, if we come in relation.
Both actually, they work through relation.
Without relation, not working. Anything not working without relation. Then love comes. And then feeling comes. And this feeling is a spiritual. These steps are important. Relation, love, and feeling. Which is spiritual or material, this is material identity. There are 2 divisions. If I do with my material body and senses and ego, is material. And when we do from my soul, and with the soul, cannot love. Light cannot love to other light. But soul, if he has a form, like outside form, inside also form, that form can relate. The soul cannot relate. Light to light cannot relate. But form, your form, male form, female form, the form can relate. Who has eyes, nose, everything. Divine eyes, nose, and body, everything. They can
Soul
relate.
has no gender. Soul can be gender. So the soul has have a gender.
Soul has the agenda.
Form.
Gender.
It has also form.
Huh?
Soul has also form.
Form as in like male, female.
Soul has all Prakriti form, female form.
Female. Because
Super
Krishna
soul has
is
a male form,
Purusha.
Purush, Adi Purusha. And soul has a female form.
We all are female.
As a soul. But a human body, we are different. We are the nature of the Lord. Because we are part and parcel of the Lord. So we are also nature, but nature, female nature, Prakriti. But this nature grows in the form. When we have a form, then I can love, I can feel, I can relate. This is divine, and this is material. 2 ways of life, living. We live in 2 ways of life. I'm living in my material way, conditioned way, and we want to improve a spiritual way. My body can be sick, but a spiritual body has no sick. Then I am free from all sickness. I am not old. 80 years person is not old. His physical body becomes old. But the soul is never old.
because I try to improve myself in a spiritually. I'm not sick, I'm not old. But the body become old and he needs some drugs, medicine, and material to balance to live peaceful.
In the first three verses, Srila Raghunathas Goswami offered prayers in his spiritual identity. In the next three verses, in his external identity. And from this verse on, verse 7, he will offer one flower-like lamentation after the other to Srimati Radharani's lotus feet, absorbed in his spiritual identity of Rati, or Tulasi Manjari. So the first three verses, he was in Svarup, spiritual identity. In the next 3, 4, 5, 6, he was in material, body identity. And now he speaks again from spiritual identity.
You see, you are right. You say another. Before you were in spiritual, that's when
the full transcendental absorption in Radha's maidservanthood, so in the quality of being a maidservant of Radha, this transcendental absorption has now completely swallowed all his other absorptions.
Wow.
He experiences nothing else.
Swallow everything.
Yes, only that maidservant. His external absorption is also not mundane, since he is an eternal associate of Mahaprabhu. But he has now forgotten even his internal absorption. So he's not seeing spiritual or material, he just sees one thing, he's maidservant. The difference between external and internal is swallowed up, is all gone. How wonderfully deep is his absorption in his pure service to Sri Radha. He has no other support than Sri Radha's feet. That's why his heart burns so much out of separation for her. Utkata viranala, a severe fire of separation. He declares himself to be helpless, and he cannot live anymore without submitting this to her. He only misses Sri Radharani. There is nothing else he misses. He simply laments, cries, O Prema Mai Radhe, you who are full of divine love, where are you? I am your maidservant, and you are all that I long for. I only like Shyamasundar because he's your lover. I've fully surrendered myself unto you. Listen once to my lamentation and please notice me. The more the time of Sri Raghunath's aprakata kala, passing away, approaches.
This is becoming older.
Sri Raghunath
is the king of the one of the devotee of Chaitanya, named Raghunath also.
So he
realized this.
He was trying to connect with Radha.
Yeah. Why Radharani? One day I'm listening to Vilapa. He is telling the soul heart is Krishna. Soul, Atma. Who is the Atma of the soul? Who is the giver of the soul? He is Krishna. Super soul. And super soul is Krishna. His soul is, what is his soul? It's Radha.
Soul and Atma same thing.
So soul ki Atma, soul, who is the soul of soul? Soul of soul. Who is the soul of soul? Krishna. And who is the Krishna soul of soul? So who is the higher Father? Who give love to fully, motherly love, caring love, unconditional love. We do the love given. You do this, then I will love you. This is not unconditional, like a mother.
That is why all the souls are females.
All the soul is female.
I think that is why
Yeah.
all the souls are female.
Yeah,
They have this caring love.
caring love. But we identify male because of our covering. And if my human body is that way, we identify that I am a male. So this is the ego, wrong ego. It's not right.
The more the time of Sri Raghunath, his passing away, approaches, his death, the more he becomes absorbed in his Manjari Swarup, the form as the servant of Radha. And the more eager he becomes to see and serve Sri Radha as a Maha Premavati Sevika, a great, loving maidservant.
So he's the perfect example, no? How for us, what is necessary in old age. So the old age is in that case even better than young age. In young age we have a lot to do, right?
Young age you can do, old age you cannot do. When I was young, I realized it. Old age you do, you feel tired. Old age you become, you need relaxation. Old body, easy to do this highest thing in the young age. Then you use your time, whole of your life in positive direction. Old age, what you will do? We are living in a grace period like me. If I start from now, then what I have a time for? 2 years, 3 years. There is a grace period, 3 years. If I am in young age joining to practice this, then I have a long way to go, and I will know the art of living, how to live in this. We don't come to suffer, we come to live.
This is the paradox. The young people have a beautiful body and say, look what I can do. I'm young, I can
This
run
is false
fast. And false ego.
Yeah. I come for doing fun, and I want to die with fun. I want to be living with this. And when time comes, then I am not useful because I become old. It's all passing time.
But why is it that only young people can do the Manjari Swarup?
No, Manjari Swarup young. Anytime you can do, but when you realize some spiritual life, then you can make all of your life useful. What is the meaning of life? You know the life, then you know how to live, art of living, how to live in this material life. It's only game. It's a material thing is a false. Today it will be there and other day is not there. It's all false, it's not reality. What is the reality? Is my soul, the creator is reality. He was, he is, he will be. But so many material body become child, young, and old. Leave the body. This circle is going on, so many life and so many days coming and going. All the creation is birth and death. The birth comes, death is also fixed. Right?
It's like everything comes with an expiration date.
On the material.
Yeah, in the material life.
Yeah, but your beautiful souls.
It's not, yeah, that's not like, but as Dada said, like when you're born, your death is also fixed. So I meant in that.
Yes.
Yeah. But nobody say about that because it's painful. But when the body left and the soul goes, Then they say Ram, Ram, Satya. What is meaning? Now I understand Ram name is the truth. We are in the form.
Only at the moment when the soul goes. Oh,
and then the next hour, again normal.
I think, because as you mentioned, the soul does not come with an expiration date because I think it's never born, the soul, because, the soul split. The souls, when they are going to different bodies, they split. So it's never born from, base. It's like already coming from somewhere. So I think
they're never, they don't split.
the souls,
They don't split. They're never born and they're never created. They never die.
yeah, that's what I meant. Like they're
From the Supreme Soul, which is Krishna.
that's what I'm saying. From Krishna, there are many souls which are made, and then they are further split into different people, right? So that's what I meant. That they are never born. That's why they never die.
In the West, there's an expression that says the owl of Minerva flies. The owl of Minerva, the owl, that's this bird that's very wise, that understands everything about life. It only flies when the sun goes down. So when life is over, then wisdom comes.
Life comes, then wisdom.
Yeah.
In Western world.
The early Christians, they had saying, memento mori, remember the death. Because, they wanted, like she made very good point, no? Everything here has expiry date. With living this body, we put so much energy in so many things. Now, not just in our body relationships, but also like how to make money, education, this, that. It's needed, of course, for the body, but it's not the main subject because it has expiry date. So why we came here?
Expiry date. Yes.
We came to relish.
We come to relish before expiry date. Right?
Like the food, it expires, but you enjoy it while it lasts,
That is art of living. Before expiry date, you use it.
But in the West, we have like this mentality, okay, before it expires, we have to eat as much as possible.
because they buy in bulk. They store everything is there.
Our life is also expiry. That truth we have to do before expiry date.
You have to procure Krishna, Radharani before expiry date.
Yeah, Maharaj began. Good, they are also discussing very much.
The more the time of Sri Raghunath's passing away approaches, the more he becomes absorbed in his Manjari Swarup. And the more eager he becomes to see and to serve Sri Radha as a Mahapremavati Sevika, a great, loving maidservant.
Wow.
The flames of this high fire of love and separation are bursting out from this Vilapa Kusumanjali. On the one hand, the heartbreaking cries and lamentations that are caused by this great pain of separation defeat the depth of even the deepest ocean. And on the other hand, they mock the fierceness of the highest and most fiercely burning flames. So the more the lamentations come, we lose our fear to go deep. We're no longer afraid to go deep into experience of our hearts. I read again. the heartbreaking cries and lamentations that are caused by this great pain of separation defeat the depth of even the deepest ocean. And on the other hand, they mock the fierceness of the highest and most fiercely burning flames.
Yeah. Yes. Explain this.
It defeats the depth. That means our longing lets us go to the very bottom of the ocean of feeling, go as deep as possible. We're not stopped by the ocean. We're not defeated by the ocean. We can go deep into feeling. And then they mock the fierceness of the highest and most fiercely burning flames. We're not afraid of any suffering.
The flames.
Yeah.
The material problem. We don't bother from it.
We don't bother from it.
We not touch with that. It comes. But really,
yes.
This touch when we are in material idea. How you start moving to the spiritual way, start touching this. And slowly, it is not effective. And the one thing more, one soul is previous practice, and he took again birth in human body from the womb of mother. This soul is enlightened, and one soul is coming from demoniac behavior. Is also has to take human birth, womb of the mother. So their behaviors are different. The soul, who is in previous sanskara, what you say in English?
Cycle of birth and death.
Manas?
Sanskar.
Sanskar, manas.
It's like cycle of birth.
Karma.
Impressions.
Yes. Previous sanskara is pure. He can catch in life. His desires move that way. And who is in full different practice in previous life, they don't interested to go inside in spiritual. They don't want to realize this. This is why? Because of the previous sanskara.
Yes, this is described in Bhagavatam also. It's nicely described that one who create a nature for sleeping and do nothing, it's dangerous to get a body who likes to sleep the whole time, like a bear. Or different example are giving in Bhagavatam for this. So the soul creates actually by them own behave the next body, right?
You can feel it. And maybe by this behavior, I'm deciding to get the other body, next body, coming body also that.
Mm.
Or I'm coming from that body, again I want to go there.
Yeah. This is the circle, no? It's automatism.
So if the soul, like in your current life, how the soul behaves is affected by your previous life soul. And it doesn't happen that just because of the previous experiences that the soul has experienced, you don't go into that direction again?
No, you can't go into the direction again.
Huh?
No, you can go into the direction again.
No, I'm asking that maybe the soul has learned that I don't want to go in that direction and not doing that in the next life.
Depends on the time, what you choose to do, right?
Yes, you can learn, but you don't necessarily learn.
That doesn't happen.
And what you think at the time of death is what you take in your next body. That is why you have to always think of Krishna or Radha.
Krishna. Then that. When I don't know Krishna, I will know the heart of Krishna. Heart of Krishna. First I have to know Krishna. Then when I know heart of is something else of Krishna. In heart of Krishna is something else. Then we take control of God. Because there is nothing higher than this. He judges because it's natural to judge. But unlike a mother, she never judged. Yeah, give the chair to me. Yeah. That's it.
एकदम राधा रानी की कृपा
No. ठीक है भाई.
तो राधा रानी की महान कृपा प्रियेश्वरी सुरेश्वरी सुदेश्वरी सुरेश्वरी त्रिवेद भारतीश्वरी प्रमाण शासनेश्वरी रमेश्वरी क्षमेश्वरी ब्रजेश्वरी ब्रजादिते श्री राधिके नमोस्तुते सब कुछ राधा रानी.
बारिश हो रही है महाराज, आपको जाना लंबा.
हाँ थोड़ी सी ये गई आवाज पर कर्म बरसाती ले जाओ राधा की सेवा करो. जय हो.
One must ask how this kind of apparent agony can be recognized as the goal of life, since all goals of life are supposed to be blissful.
All goal of life is blissful.
Should be. We think. It's natural that someone has no experience with prem, love of God, especially Braj prem. Someone like that will ask such a question. Although the feelings of separation from Krishna appear to be miserable, they are actually a special culmination of transcendental ecstasy.
Why miserable? Because I have a love with you. So it becomes miserable. If I have no love, how it will be miserable? Without relation, without love, no miserable. Then we don't bother. But miserable becomes then when I cannot speak to God. I feel you are my life, you are my love, you are my heart. That is become miserable.
We are not together.
Huh?
And we are not together.
Yeah.
We cannot sleep without. What is it?
My life, my heart, my love. You are my life and heart. Then it becomes miserable. When I cannot speak without. If I can live without you, it's not problem. Then it will not become miserable. I'm happy alone without you. Nothing. I have no relation, so I'm happy without you. There.
लेने वालों को बुलाओ कोई
नहीं पर ले आओ.
नहीं पर जाओ.
Prem has two bodies. Prem has two bodies. One is meeting, and the other is separation.
One is meeting, one is separation. Prem has two bodies.
Consequently, the loving devotees always swim in the ocean of very painful love in separation, as well as in the ocean of most blissful love in meeting.
Wow.
These feelings can never be compared to the ordinary feelings of joy and sorrow that are experienced in this material world. Only experienced devotees know this.
Without relish, you cannot share it. You have to feel it. We have to feed it to share it. But ये सीताराम का है बहुत अच्छा चटनी क्या हो एक एक दो यहाँ पर I don't need nothing. I don't want.
Not. In Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, we read, anyone who has this prem in the heart knows its power.
Yeah.
It's like a mixture of poison and nectar.
Yeah. Mixture, poison and nectar.
This prem, there's two sides of prem.
One is a poison, like a poison. Huh?
No, try.
Okay. Today is Gopika birthday.
Yes.
We are making birthday party.
Although the heart, I'm sorry, this is Sanatana Goswami now, and Brihat Bhagavatamrita. Although the heart of the loving devotee initially burns in the forest fire of apparent misery,
ठीक है अब मैं जाऊँ
महाराज से पूछो आपके
महाराज को तो महाराज बोलिए तुम जाओ मौज
I get sorry.
Although the heart of the loving devotee initially burns in the forest fire of apparent misery and lamentation because of separation, still, this is ultimately a joy that is even greater than the transcendental bliss of meeting Krishna, an indescribably beautiful abundance of ecstasy. Only the Rasika devotees who are able to taste the flavors of transcendental emotions know this in truth.
Wow.
Only Rasika devotees know this.
So this is really Rasika,
feeling the ras, feeling the juice, experiencing the
juicy person.
Yeah. And Sanatana Goswami again, just as the feet and other limbs, when they are touched by ice, which is just the opposite of fire, feel as if they are burned by charcoal. On the other hand, one feels great frigidity upon being touched by something charcoal. Similarly, the apparent suffering from feelings of separation is actually not real. It's truly experienced as bliss alone. Therefore, we always see so many feelings of love and separation for Krishna in the people of Raj. Separation is making their love so elevated and great. They can relish that advanced stage of love, but not all devotees can reach that elevated state, that elevated level of blissful pain and separation of the Brajvasis.
Wow.
Amongst the Brajvasis, Sri Radha is again the greatest lover of Krishna. When Krishna had left Raj to go to Mathura, she showed the symptoms of Divyanmada, divine madness.
Divine madness.
In fact, you know this.
We always see so many feelings of love and separation for Krishna in the people of Braj. Separation is making their love so elevated and great. They can relish that advanced stage of love, but not all devotees can reach that elevated level of blissful pain and separation of the Brajvasis. Now, amongst the Brajvasis, Sri Radha is again the greatest lover of Krishna. When Krishna had left Braj to go to Mathura, she showed the symptoms of Divyonmada, divine madness, the pinnacle of loving ecstasy that was also relished by Shriman Mahaprabhu, who accepted the ecstatic love of Sri Radha while he was in the Gambhira at Puri. Wow. So he was a madman as well. Of the 6 Goswamis, Sri Raghunathas Goswami was the only direct witness of Mahaprabhu's astonishing Gambhira Leela. Wow. And therefore a faint presence of these symptoms of divine love and separation is also visible in him. However, these things cannot be experienced as long as one identifies oneself with the material body. Wow. In Mahaprabhu's spiritual consciousness, he was Radha and Mohan, and he was experiencing this separation between the two in his body. And the Raghunathas Goswami was there with him in those years, taking care of him. And so he witnessed that and got a taste of what it looks like. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Sri Raghunath, suffering the pangs of separation from Sri Radha, cries and sighs on the bank of Radhakund. Wow. Right. Yes. Oh, Swamini, I cannot tolerate the pain of separation from you anymore. How clearly he reveals the tremendous pain of separation he feels in his heart by addressing Radharani like this. The language of the heart can only be spoken in solitude. Wow. Solitude. Privately, I know. Privately. It is the pinnacle of grief. How sweetly Raghunathas addresses Radharani here, calling her Swamini. There is an absorption in intoxication in this address. Wow. There's not even a whiff of bodily awareness in Raghunath's mind. No material consciousness, only spiritual consciousness. He is now Tulasi Manjari. The practicing devotees should also fix themselves on their Svarupadesh, their spiritual body, spiritual form. For no one can get a response from Swamini without being totally free from Maya. As soon as the mind wanders off elsewhere, it is as if Swamini runs away, saying, "First become mine. When you fully surrender yourself to me, you must stick to me like my shadow, and then you will get my response."
Please surrender unto me, then you will get my response. But how do you do that? There's Maya. How do you get out of Maya?
By realizing what Maya is.
Maya is sister of Krishna. No Maya.
Yes, but Maya, it's true.
There's another one.
There's another Maya. Maya is the material covering that makes us believe that our material body is the only.
Like more Maya. Like the material things, more Maya.
Makes you think that the guy you see in the mirror in the morning is actually who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you live long enough, you notice that the face of this guy changes.
It's kind of like delusion.
It's illusion, yes.
That this is the real world.
Once you understand this, but perfectly understand this, then you'll be face to face with the Radharani.
But what is perfect understanding? I mean, I know to a certain extent, but what is perfect understanding?
He's the master.
No, he's the guru. You ask the guru what.
He gives the Bhagavad Gita classes. And wow, never I listened like this. Today he is giving class.
Perfect partial understanding.
What is the perfect?
No, I don't know what that looks like. I've never had this. But we get very close. We go into our hearts and we say, that's who I am.
You know, we read this verse already, I don't know how many times. You know, but always some different topic or some different, points coming out. Means like love is ever fresh, ever young.
Yeah,
it's not get old. Even if you read the same words,
Every day.
every time it's something different. Because also you are different. Like your program in your body, you're a computer engineer, no? So I shared one time with the Gurudev, for me, love, it's like your operating system. So it's updated.
Yeah.
Everything that you experience in your life, and if you experience in relationship with your Ishtadev, which our is Radha, no, it comes updated and changed, upgraded. So you see differently. Every day you see your life differently, different perspective. So like this, it's never the end. Yeah, and everyone can relate from whatever level, it's perfect because everyone on this with this view can relate, and it just go further, deeper and deeper, like he said, deeper and deeper.
I'm going to tell you your life story now. Your biography, total, complete life biography. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Do you have much time?
We have all the time.
It's very short. You were born, you love, you die. You're born, you love, you die. Everything else comes down to this. Everything else you do is about loving. Everything is seeking love or wanting love or giving love. It's all some form of love. That's all you do in your life.
Finding love.
Giving love. Nothing else. You write a book, it's for love. You go to a university and get good notes, it's for love. You have a family, it's for love. You build a skyscraper, it's for love. You invest your money, it's for love. It all comes down. This is your life story. Born, love. The degree to which you understand that your life is nothing but love, this is how close you come to Radha. Mm-hmm. When you can connect everything in every moment of your daily life to love, then you're finding Radha. Very simple to say.
It's so sweet and short, but it's so deep.
There's nothing.
She is the goddess of the love. Love originates from her. Right? Now.
Yeah, he said very nicely. I mean, it's only our mind has to be included. No, to be conscious of everything what we are doing. Like he said, to get the disconnection, to connect. But we are doing or automatically or without conscious, daily habit. But only mind, what I understood for you is the bad thing that you include only mind and.
Yeah, you say, oh, I bought my house because I'm clever.
Okay. Result is the other.
As far as I understood, it's like you do everything, but when you start understanding that everything you do is
ultimately
love.
The goal is love.
Yeah, because you're already doing those things. You just have to understand.
That's
It's because I slowly, like from the past few years, I have like I connect by myself that I'm doing this because I think I like it. Because it was hard for me to be happy for the past few years. So I was always doing things that I used to like, that I love. Like even if it's taking care of everyone or it's doing something that I like, it's going to college and everything. So I've started connecting to that. So I really like it.
Radhe Radhe Go